Today, we're going to dive into something pretty fascinating, the powerful and, maybe even surprising connection between ancient physical practices and modern academic success. We're going to unpack how these age-old techniques could potentially unlock your brain's real power.
All right, so let's just get right to the big question, the one you're probably asking yourself right now. Can something physical, like yoga or martial arts, actually make you smarter? Can it really sharpen your memory and, boost your grades? It sounds like a pretty big claim, so let's see what the evidence and our source material tells us.
So, here's the core idea. The path to a sharper mind, especially for younger people, might not be what you think. It's not always about sitting still and trying to force your mind to be quiet. It might actually be something way more active. This slide, this right here, is so important. It breaks down a key insight from our source, Osman, who's also known as the blind Muslim yogi. For young, energetic minds, the body is often the best way into training the mind. Active, physical stuff like yoga, well, that's often a whole lot easier for a kid or a teen to get into than just jumping straight into silent, seated meditation. It just makes sense, right? And this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's all about meeting your mind where it's at. For a kid, that means movement. It means activity, not being forced to be still. Choosing the right practice for the right age, that's absolutely critical. Okay, so that's the theory. But does it actually work in the real world? Let's look at this incredible personal story of academic transformation that shows just how powerful this can be. And wow, this chart just lays it all out. Our source, Osman, describes starting out in the bottom 10% of his class. But over years of sticking with this physical practice, his performance just kept climbing and climbing, all the way to the top 10% in high school, and then, get this, the absolute top 1% in university. That's not just a little improvement. That is a complete life-changing transformation. So, this incredible academic journey was about to face its ultimate test. We're talking about a university final exam for a subject he had, intentionally skipped all year long, thinking he could spend his time better on other things. Now, it was time to face the music. The challenge was just insane. An 800-page textbook on analytical chemistry. On top of that, a 100-page booklet packed with complex organic chemistry formulas that had to be memorized. And he had to cram it all in just 48 hours. So let me just paint the picture for you. He had never been to a single lecture. He was opening the textbook for the very first time just 2 days before the final. I mean, by any normal measure, failure was pretty much a guarantee. But he passed. He actually passed. The result was just unbelievable, and it proved the direct impact his years of training had on his ability to focus like a laser, soak up information, and perform under insane pressure. It was a perfect testament to the power of a trained and focused mind. So let's move on, because this builds into so much more than just getting good grades. We're talking about a lasting mental sharpness that goes way beyond the classroom and into every single part of your life. Now here's the secret sauce. These incredible results didn't come from some punishing 7-day-a-week grind. Not at all. They were the result of consistent, dedicated practice, just 2 or 3 times a week, but kept up over many years. That consistency is what creates the kind of exponential growth we're talking about. Even today, decades later, Osman talks about this whole set of cognitive skills he uses every single day. He can do complex arithmetic in his head faster than someone with a calculator. He easily memorizes important phone numbers. And he even says he makes better financial choices because of this enhanced ability to analyze things. And get this, for a stunning example of long-term memory, after 5 whole years of not even thinking about it, he was able to instantly recall an approximately 15-digit membership number. Just like that. It's a skill that he admits sometimes even surprises himself. So why does this even matter? I mean, it's more than just a cool party trick. Think about it. We all lean on our phones for everything, right? We outsource our memory. But what happens if you lose your phone in an emergency? Maybe you're in a foreign country, no cash, no cards. Knowing just a few critical phone numbers by heart could literally be a lifesaver. But here's the real beauty of it. This kind of practice sharpens your memory for more than just numbers. It helps you remember the stuff that truly matters, your own ambitions. From your daily to-do list all the way up to your ultimate goals in life, a trained mind keeps you focused on the path you've chosen for yourself. Okay, so after walking through this incredible journey, what's the one big lesson here? What's the key takeaway we can apply to our own lives? It's really all about building what you could call a cognitive edge. And what is that? It's a real, measurable improvement in your mental performance, your ability to focus, to learn, to remember, all of it sharpened through consistent mind-body practice.
So here's the bottom line. You don't have to become a meditation master overnight. The key is to just start with a physical practice that feels doable to you, maybe some yoga postures, and then just do it consistently, even just a couple of times a week. Over time can unlock some truly profound exponential growth for your mind. This entire discussion was based on the incredible insights from Osman, the blind Muslim yogi. And if any of this has sparked your curiosity about how these ancient sciences can tackle modern challenges, well, there's a lot more to discover. For more techniques, more discussions, and to really dive deep into these topics, make sure you visit the website mentioned in the source material. Thanks so much for joining us.